What if I told you that you could generate anywhere between 8 to 15% from your portfolio, and you also have some growth into it as well? In today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the best covered call ETFs that you could be adding into your portfolio for 2026. We're going to also add one alternative one that could be growing in the future. So stick to the end so you can catch that last one. And if you're tired of those 3% dividend yields from your other ETFs, this video could be the one for you.
This video is purely educational content. It should not be considered personal finance advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I don't know your financial situation, risk tolerance, or even investment goals. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and always do your own research and consider consulting with a qualified financial professional before making any investment. All right, let's get on to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we're talking about some of the best covered call ETFs for 2026, and I may be missing some, so make sure to comment and let me know which ones are some of your favorites. All right, let's get to the video. Now, why choose covered call ETFs over traditional dividend ETFs? You know, most people are chasing those traditional dividend ETFs like an SCHD, a VYM, a DGRO, and an FDVV. And that's great because these are actually great ETFs. Now, SCHD has had some issues in the past with some kind of not really growing much, and they always switch out some of their great companies out in the beginning in March, and so this one is still great for dividends. I mean, it's got a 3.76 yield, and FDVV is also that income plus dividend one. It's got about 3% yield, but it's also got some pretty good growth, and I kind of like that one because it's got the growth and the yield together. Now, you may be wondering why I'm talking about these, because those traditional ones, a lot of people continue to chase. So with SCHD, if you had like a 500,000 portfolio, you would make about $18,800 per year. And with FDVV, you're gonna do about $15,000 per year. So that's the power of dividends. Now, if we're looking at something maybe a little bit stronger, like with like an 11% yield, we're gonna be getting closer to about $55,000 per year. And so that's why I'm talking about those covered call ETFs. Now, the reason I like these is because, you know, it's got some good yield, no NAV erosion, pretty diverse, and it's also looking at good total returns overall. Now, those are some of my criteria of looking at some of the best covered call ETFs. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, just to give you kind of some perspective of the traditional ones, now we're looking at price returns of these. You're getting SCHD's got about 2.26 price return for 2025 or for last year, and it's got a 6.27% return for the total return. FDVV is got a price return about 12.69% with a total return of about 16.23%. Now, the cool thing about these covered calls I'm going to talk about is they're beating SCHD in price returns, and they're beating both of them in total returns. And so that's good news to you guys. All right, let's get to it and let's dive into those great covered call ETFs. Our first covered call ETF is going to be gpix, which is the Goldman Sachs S&P 500 Premium Income ETF. Now, with this ETF, it's got about $2.7 billion in assets under management. The dividend yield is probably the smallest out of all of these, and it's at about 8.2%. Now, this ETF also has a price return of about 7.32% and a total return of about 16.84%. So it's doing pretty good for the last year with that 7.3%, that price return, and the 16.84% with the total return. Now, it does lag behind the S&P 500 and the rest of the ETFs on this list, but it is still a pretty good one. Now, it's got an expense ratio of 0.29%, so only costs you about $29 for every $10,000 invested, so it's one of the cheapest on this list. Now, the good thing about this one is it sells covered calls of out-of-the-money covered calls on the S&P 500. So it's going to have all the assets of the S&P 500. It's selling out of the money covered calls, so it's going to have a little bit of capped upside. It's not selling the full portfolio, but it's still selling a good portion of the portfolio, and so you're getting a little bit of a capped upside. If the S&P 500 skyrockets, you're not going to get all the gains, but since it's not selling everything, it still has some good price appreciation. So that's good news to you guys. If you want no NAV erosion, this is a great ETF. If you want a diverse portfolio, this is a great ETF. If you want some good yield that's a little bit above those 3 to 4%, well, like I said, it's a pretty good ETF. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best one out there, I mean, because there are so many great ones out there, but continue to do your research, ask your financial advisor, and see which ones could be the best one for your portfolio. Our next ETF is going to be SPYI, which is the NEOS S&P 500 High Income ETF, and this is a great competitor to gpix. Now, the difference is I'm going to go over, and this is one of my favorites because it's a great one, and it's from a great company. Now with this one, you have a yield which is about 11.6%. You have an expense ratio of 0.68%, so it's a little bit more expensive than GPIX. Costs about $68 for every $10,000 invested. Now it's got a price return of about 3.95% over the last year, and it also has a total return of a little bit over 17%. So this one has a total return matching the S&P 500. It's got a yield of about 11.6%, so you're getting a pretty good yield from this one. And SPYI does things a little bit different than GPIX. First of all, it's got the assets under management from the S&P 500, so it's quite diverse. It's got a pretty good price return of about 3.95%, so no NAV erosion. It's got a pretty good total return of 17%, and this one sells out of the money call options, but it doesn't have all of the assets under management being sold for cover calls. And the other thing is what they're doing is they're selling the SPX, so the S&P 500 call options, and they're using 1256 contracts to kind of mimic that. And what it does is it creates a 60% long-term capital gains and 40% short-term capital gains. So you're getting some good tax efficiency. Now it's also returning some capital to individuals, and so that's helping to reduce those capital gains as well. And so that's a good news to you as well. Now it does make the cost basis a little bit lower, but that's just for the future sense. Now this ETF as well does do something a little bit different than a lot of companies. I mean, it does sell cover calls, but when the market conditions are right, it will also buy some call options on some of those assets under management to kind of have a little bit of buying, a little bit of selling, and a little bit of kind of continuing to distribute distributions to its shareholders. Now, I like the way NEOS does its work. I've created a video about NEOS, so if you want to take a look, I'm going to leave a link up here, or maybe it's up here, and you guys can take a look at that. So if you're looking for a great ETF that tracks the S&P 500, that gives above 10% yield, and it's got some good price appreciation, and if you're maybe a conservative retiree looking for something a little bit more that can give you 10-11%, this could be an ETF for you. I mean, it's going to give you, with a $500,000 portfolio, around $55,000 in yield, and so that could be maybe some income that you could live off of. So this could be a great ETF for you. Now, if you're looking to do some more research and wanting to know a little bit more about these ETFs, one of my favorite tools is Seeking Alpha. Now, Seeking Alpha's got, of course, different plans, and the one I use is the Pro plan, so then I can research and dive in and see which ETFs are the best, and seeing kind of the up-to-date analysis, seeing some great articles, and seeing which ones maybe I want to buy, hold, or maybe just sell altogether. Seeking Alpha is a great place to go to. Now, if you want the Pro plan, of course, I'm going to have a link in my description, link in my pinned comments, and these are affiliate links, but if you use my link, you will get a discount. So that's great news to you guys. I'll get a little commission, you guys get a discount, win-win for both of us. So if you want to continue to do more research and to look up these things yourselves, Seeking Alpha is the place I go to every single day. So take a look, and remember, like and subscribe to the video, because I continue to create more videos to help you guys do better. Alright, let's get back to the video. And ETF number 3 is going to be qqqi, which is the NEOS Nasdaq 100 High Income ETF. This ETF is like one of the best ones out there, and it made an award in 2025 for Best Actively Managed ETF. Now this ETF does a lot of what SPYI does, as in like it sells cover calls on the Nasdaq 100. It buys some calls on the Nasdaq 100 when market conditions are right. It sells out of the money calls, and it's got a great price appreciation. It's got a great total return. It's got a pretty good yield and a pretty good expense ratio. The current yield is about 13.69%. The assets under management is right now sitting at about 7.5% and continues to grow. The price appreciation for this ETF is 3.26% with a total return of about 19.11%. Now this ETF continues to be one of the best ones out there, and it is convincing people to kind of get this covered call ETFs. Now it's going to be a little bit more volatile because it covers the NASDAQ 100, which is the top 100 non-financial companies on the NASDAQ exchange. And so you're getting basically qqqi, but you're getting kind of the income portion of qqqi. So it's selling those covered calls on, you know, those big time players like Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Broadcom, Meta, Tesla. Some of these are in that portfolio. And so you're getting some of the income from those covered call strategies. Now, like I said, it's a little bit volatile. So if things go up, it will go up. If things go down, it will go down. And a great thing is if it's a sideways or just gradually going up, then that's going to give you some great returns. Now this ETF doesn't have the price return of an SPYI or a gpix, but it has a great yield. I mean, the yield's almost 14%. So if you're looking to retire and you're looking for some good income, qqqi could be one to add to your portfolio, and it's just going to be a little bit more volatile than SPYI. Now our next ETF is going to be a little bit different. We're seeking into those alternative ETFs. We have the S&P 500, we have the tech, now we have some alternative ones. This one's going to be QDVO. Now QDVO is the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. Now this ETF does have a yield of about 9.87%. It's got an expense ratio of 0.55%. It's been around since about 2024, so it's been around not as long as some others. But the assets under management is about 850 million, so it's almost to that 1 billion mark. It's got about a 7.62% price return with about a 19.41% total return. So this ETF's a little bit different. So it's actively management. It's got about 50 to 60 to about 70 different holdings. I think right now it's sitting at about maybe 43 holdings. And so what it does is it's going to go through the market. It's going to look for some dividend paying companies, but a lot of them right now are tech. So it's got like Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft. It's also got some other tech innovative companies. So it's selling those companies as covered calls, but it's also getting some of that growth. So you're getting some growth in income. That's why the yield is sitting at about 9.8%, but the price return is sitting at 7.6%, and you're getting a great 19 to 20% total return off this ETF. So that's great news. So you're looking for something a little bit different, not one that's tracking an index, but one that's probably managed by some couple people with a cheaper expense ratio than NEOs, then you're getting one that could be a good one for you. Now QDVO was one that I kind of like. I mean, I have talked about it before, and it's just got that mix of growth and income all in one ETF. So that's the reason I kind of like it. So if you're not looking for all just income like a qqqi, but you also want some good price appreciation with these assets, well, QDVO could be the ETF to add to your portfolio. Our next ETF is going to be IDVO, which is the Amplify International Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. This ETF hasn't been talked about on this channel, but many people like to leave it in my comments, which is great because I continue to look at it and I'm thinking, oh, why am I not entering this into one of my videos? But this one is like QDVO, but it's on international assets. And so this one's got 70 to 80 different international assets. What it does, it sells covered calls on those. And so you're getting income. You're getting kind of that exposure to the international market. If you notice, in 2025, the international markets have done pretty well. I mean, VXUS was up almost 30%, BYMI was up 35, 36%. And so this one right here, the price return was about 30% for the last year. Now the total return with the dividends reinvested was about 38%, 39% is 38.95%. So that's great news to you. The dividend yield is not that high, and it was about 5.2%. The expense ratio is sitting about 0.66%, with the assets under management being about $450 million. So it's a smaller ETF. It's not probably viewed as high as some of the other American ones, but this one does focus on those international markets. So it's got companies like Taiwan Semiconductors, Alibaba, it's got ASML, and it's also got Barclays. So you got a mix of different sectors, and you got a mix of different companies. It's looking at different kind of markets with like Germany, Japan, Taiwan, South Korea, Europe. And so you got some great kind of companies out of the entire world making part of this ETF. Now, like I said, the yield is not as high as some of the other yields, but it's got great performance over the last year. And so if you're looking for an international one, you're looking to diversify your portfolio, of course, this could be a good one to add to your portfolio. Now, I just went over 5 different ETFs that you could buy and hold in your portfolio. And I said I'll come up with one that could be catching fire very soon, and that is TSPY. Now, TSPY is the Tap Alpha S&P 500 0DTE covered call ETF. So this ETF is a little bit different than the others. It's smaller, it's newer, it's even with a newer company. That's why I'm not saying you should pick it, because you may not see that it may not do well in the next future. I mean, Tap Alpha could fold and then it doesn't really matter. You lose your money. So what it's doing is selling covered calls at SPY, and it's doing 0DTE. So basically what it does is it sells a covered call in the morning and then it closes it later on in the day. And so it's supposed to kind of create some of that income from those 0DTE, which means 0 days to expiration. Now with this ETF, it does have an expense ratio of 0.77%, and so it's quite high of an expense ratio. It also has a yield of about 13.66%, so not the highest on this list. I mean, qqqi is a little bit higher. It also has a price return of about 1.77%. and a total year return of about 18%. Now this ETF has about $176 million in assets under management, so it's newer, and so it's just a little bit different. So now, is this the greatest one? I mean, I don't know. It's quite new. It's got a new and different strategy, so it could be something that you may want to look into. Some of the other ones do about 30 days out of the money covered calls. This one does 0, so it's a little bit different. This is a little bit newer, so I'm not saying to go into it. I'm just saying look out for in the near future, and this could be an ETF that you may want to dive into for the near future. Now, these ETFs do have lots of risk. Now, first of all, if the market does crash, we don't know how all these ETFs are going to handle that. If you got capped upside, so if a lot of things go in crazy bull market, you're going to have your capped upside. Thirdly, we don't know what's going to happen with the interest rates. So if interest rates do drop, maybe a lot of people are going to take their money and put it into some traditional dividend ETFs like an SCHD or an FDVV or even a VYM. And so those are going to be possibly very popular with interest rates coming down. We don't know some of the smaller ones and the new ones, maybe they may crash and burn, and so that could be a risk. So what I say is, do your due diligence, research, ask a financial advisor, see what could be something that you could add to your portfolio. And if you really liked these ETFs, and especially the NEOS ETFs, I have a great video of the NEOS ETFs right here. Take a look at it, let me know in the comments, and let me know if I have forgotten or if I'm missing some new ones or some good ones that you may like. Let me know in the comments which covered call ETFs you like the best. Alright, and I'll see you in our next video.